Dear NPTEL users, welcome to our channel. In this video, we will discuss the assignment 4 solution of our course Developing Soft Skills and Personality. As you see on the top, it is mentioned that the assessment due date is 24th of August 2022 and question number 1 to 10 are multiple select questions where more than one answers are correct. So without taking much time, just moving towards the very first question, choose all the correct statements concerning verbal communication. Four aspects of verbal communication are integrated listening and reading are comprehension skills. Listening is an active mental process. An academic conference on physics is organized in Chennai. One of the keynote presenters talk about the relation between physics and Taoism. Some members started mocking the presenter and many left the conference room even before the speaker finished his presentation, thinking that science and philosophy cannot cohere as the former is based on facts while the latter on abstract ideas. A few years later, his ideas published as book titled The Tao in the Physics was globally acclaimed and won him many international awards. Identify the lessons pertaining to communication from the given scenario. Listening should not be prejudiced against the speaker and her ideas. Listening with preconceived notions is a major hindrance to communication. One should listen with an open mind. Choose the correct statement about good communication. Good communication involves the whole body. Good communication makes the speaker feels that his words are given proper attention. Good communication involves appreciation and acknowledgement. Consider that you are conducting a 2-day workshop at IIT Kanpur on the topic how to become an active listener. At the end of the last day, you want to summarize everything you have taught. What are the appropriate points to add to your summary? Be courteous, be considerate, treat the speaker as a guest. Pay full attention, eliminate distractions, switch off the phones, carry a diary with you, note down essential points, minimize self talk. Reflect on the lecture, seek clarification, show empathy. What are the significances of active listening? It helps to understand other people. It helps to maintain a successful professional and personal relationship. It helps to learn about new fields. It improves one's negotiation skills. It can help to know the needs of the customer. Consider a hypothetical situation where you are organizing a public lecture on environmental issues and global warming at the event of Holi. The keynote speakers are highly reputed and globally recognized. Hence, you do not want any barriers to the audience listening experience and ensure that the ideas are received well. What are the precautions you would take to avoid any listening barriers? Close all the windows to avoid any noise from outside that arises due to the holy celebration. Announce a disclaimer asking the audience to switch off their mobile phones and refrain from communication with each other during lecture. Check the quality of the mics, speakers, and all technical tools and keep spares in case of any of them malfunctions. Make sure to maintain a comfortable temperature and proper ventilation in the auditorium. Identify genuine purposes of calling someone on the phone: to share any important news, to ask for help. Sudeep is from India but has lived in America for the past 10 years. Owing to his busy work schedule, he did not visit his parents for a long time. Hence, his parents, who are illiterate farmers, did not get an opportunity to see their grandchildren at all. Also, their technological knowledge is limited to the use of an old television and a landline telephone. Sudeep had a bad experience talking over the phone to his father in law, who hates speaking over the phone. Hence, he refrained from calling people from that moment. In such a situation, what are the appropriate ways for Sudeep and his parent to communicate with each other? Sudeep should call his parents frequently and make his children speak to them. Sudeep should visit his parents at least once a year because communicating only over the phone will leave his parents uncared for. Consider that you are working in a professional call center. What would be the best ways to tend to telephone calls? Ask permission from the callers to put them on hold. If you have kept the caller on hold for a long time, apologize on returning. At the end of the call, say thank you with a smile. Identify the right ways to deliver unpleasant news. Try to deliver the unpleasant news in a comforting way that would not break the receiver. Start with sentences like I am afraid I might have to deliver an unpleasant news. Identify the appropriate meaning of the following sentence. When you talk, you are only repeating what you already know. But if you listen, you may learn something new. Listening helps to reassert one's idea. Mohan was an average student who lacked concentration and mostly heard lectures mindlessly. Believing that he was genetically programmed to be like this and could not be an active listener, what is the right advice you would give to Mohan? Mohan, active listening is not only for the intelligent ones, but it can be cultivated through practice. Start practicing it now. You will see great improvement if you are consistent. Choose the appropriate statement about listening. Speakers cannot make the audience listen to them 100%. The Human Communication is a leading human relations and public relations company. Many celebrities hire their HRPR from this firm for their publicity. The firm has scheduled a job interview to recruit young lads. You are invited as one of the panel members of the interview committee owing to your expertise in body language analysis. Your job is to find the best communicator through body language. 6 candidates are in the final round, but only one can be recruited. Who would you consider having the appropriate skills among the 6 exhibiting the following traits? Elena focuses on the speaker and makes eye contact. Her mouth is shut while her hands and feet are still. She nods and leans forward, often to agree with the speaker's ideas but does not interrupt him. What is not a psychological barrier to active listening? Weather conditions causing an uncomfortable environment. Identify the person experiencing a communication barrier. Isabel does not like Professor Belraz as she heard an unpleasant gossip about him, so she distracts herself in the class by scrolling through social media. Identify the person who has appropriate telephone communication skills. Manoj saves time by making important phone calls when he reads the newspaper. Fill in the blanks. People used what they called a telephone because they hated being closer together and they were scared of being alone. What is not an appropriate way to end a telephone conversation? If the caller refuses to end the call, get angry and tell them they are being stupid. Identify the wrong way to deal with a difficult caller. If an angry caller shouts at you, take it personally and yell at them back. Research indicates that about 60% of listening skill is involved in effective communication. True. In verbal communication, reading and listening are production skills. False. Talkative people communicate better than calm and silent people. False. Hearing is a mental activity that requires a lot of effort and concentration. False. Aristo said, no one loves the messenger who brings the bad news. False. So this was all from the assignment 4 of our course, developing soft skills and personality. One thing which you have to notice is that these are the most probable answers. There may be mistakes in these answers, and if you have any correction in your mind for these answers, you can comment in the comment box. You are most welcome to provide your suggestions for these questions, and you have paid a lot of attention to this assignment. Thank you very much for paying your kind attention and spending a lot of time. Stay connected with us. We'll provide you the next assignment videos and many important videos like the summary videos, etc. So thank you very much. See you very soon in the next video. Till then.